So, I had a person reach out to me. I don't know why I'm wearing these. Get him out of sight. Anyway. So, my computer is extremely laggy. I apologize. So, I had a person... Oh, wait. First up, let's look at this. Okay, so I had a person reach out to me about a week ago. They found their channel and reached out to me. So I decided to make a video about chess openings, because you guys see me play chess openings, and I usually sometimes talk about them, and then we're going to try them in a couple of games. Alright, so now we're here. I'm sorry, I just always wanted to do that. Okay, so set up position. The position's already set up, my bad. Back up. Just make moves. Okay, so this first one is my favorite opening of all time. You play as black, and it can only be played with the most popular move of all time, e4, King's Pawn opening. And from here we have the Scandinavian. So there are a lot of variations. There is taking, defending, or a tricky one, the Tennyson Gambit. There's also another move I see. So here are the three most common moves I see. I see this, and this. So those are the moves we're going to be covering for this one. Sorry, my mouse has for some reason got something on it, so I got to move. Oh, my sister, probably crap. My sister ate while using the computer. Anyway, so the first one we're going to be looking at is they take. Now, obviously, that's not a good outcome for them, and we're going to play the main line. So, from here, there's this move, there's this move, and there is this move. Those are the three moves you're going to come across the most often. This is the most common move in the position, and with that, you want to respond by this, sliding your queen to a5. a5. Wait, no, why? Okay, so A right there, 5. You can line them up right there. So from here, they're going to develop, and you're going to want to develop your knight, your bishop, push this pawn. Make sure you push this pawn. Let's say they play this. Make sure at some point you push this pawn. This is not the move that I usually make here. Usually what I do here is this. I know. No, I play this. Because when they push this pawn, they're going to get their bishop here. You're going to want this pushed. If you don't have this pushed, you are absolutely cooked, because then, let's say you don't push it and you continue development. Now they're going to move their knight, and you got to find somewhere to go. Let's say you go here. Well then, they can either take this bishop and force your queen to take again, otherwise damaging your pawn structure, or take this knight, damaging your pawn structure, especially if you castle kingside. So you're going to want this move. Okay, so from here, they might play this. If they do, play this. And a move I see weirdly often is this. Okay, in this position, as you can see, is pretty darn equal. So, from here, you're going to obviously want to study, but this is 9 moves in, so let's go to the next one. Next variation of this. So from here, I'm going to look at the trickiest one, the Tennyson Gambit, which as you can see is much better for black, but you got to be very careful here. It's called the rete opening. I think there's another way to play it. They start with the rete, you go here, and then you push the pawn, which is the same thing, just backwards order, anyways. So, you would take. Taking is obviously going to be the best move here, but, so if they play this, you obviously know that this person has no clue what they're doing, and you're just going to develop the knight and all that good stuff. Here. If they go here, be very careful, because there are so many traps. Here, this is my personal favorite move here, but let's go to what can happen in the Tennyson and why people play it. Playing this is such a bad move. Because of one move here. One move here for white. Check. And here you are forced to play this. So there are two moves here. Two. That's it. Number one, you could blunder. No, that's the wrong move. Number one, you can blunder your knight. This is a bad move. This is a bad move. People think, oh, free queen. Checkmate. So if they play this, just take the knight. You're in a better position. You're winning. But the best move here is to play this. And you were losing this rook. Obviously, best move is to take here. And then you're forced to play this. Or else you lose the knight. So you don't want to go down this path. Instead, here, you should develop the knight. Stop the queen from coming here in the future. And then just develop your pieces. Let's say they go for a checkmate here. Just block. Just block. Chill out. Obviously, this is not the right move. I'm pretty sure the right move here is to push this pawn, because then you get open lines to develop the bishop, and you're just up a pawn. In the future, this pawn will become a liability for them. So, let's go to the final variation we will discuss. Scandinavian defense closed. This I find a hilarious opening because of this. Look, watch. So they go here. You can push this pawn. Back them up here. Push this pawn here. And then you develop your bishop. And you just kick their knight around for nothing. You get free development. You get two pawns. It's kind of like a French defense, except without this pawn pushed. Okay. So, next opening we're going to be looking at is the London system. Another opening you see me play pretty often. So there's only one move that you can play to stop the London system ever, and that's the England Gambit, which I have played, and I'll show you how to play it. It's a worse opening, but there are obviously some traps. You have here, and what I recommend against it, it's called an inaccuracy by the computer, but I play this. So there's a lot of people who play this, and apparently that's the best move by the computer. But then you get into trouble with this, and that's a bad move, obviously. No, that's what? So the best move here isn't even b4 check, because you're gonna lose this. You're just losing this, and what can you do to save it? Honestly, oh, you could play that. No, but then just here. Oh wait, no, that's a better move. Oh, what's the move here? The move here is bishop d2, ignoring every threat. So, from here, best move, the third best move is the trap. So, from here, knight c3, the best move, but we're looking at the worst possible variation. And you saw how the eval went? This is such a natural move, trying to kick the queen out, stopping them from taking and protecting. It's such a bad move because of this. Now, there are two choices here. First up, they can take, and then we take their rook. And you're just up a rook for a bishop. Or, they can make the horrible mistake. So, the best move is bishop d2, leaving the rook to die. But here is where our trap comes in. You have this move. And this move is so bad because of this. You take and checkmate. And if you take like this, your rook is gone. And this pawn is gone, and you're just lost. Anyways, back to the beginning. So let's say they play a very common move against you, and they just push. You have here. And let's just develop naturally for each side. So if they play this, you want to trade your light squared bishop off. And taking with the queen is better. But, oh, make sure you make this pyramid of pawns. But, if you're going to trade dark squared bishop off, do it like this. Because then, if they take, you get open lines for your rook. And down the line, that could become a huge problem. Let's say they castle. You sack this pawn. They can't take because of checkmate. So they play this. And then you could just threaten this knight in the future with other pieces. Wait, no, actually, no. The move I recommend here is this. No, I don't. Wait, what am I doing? No, actually, no. I'll go with this line. Sacrificing a couple pawns. And honestly, my king is just very open here, and if you play this, then I'm just screwed. Oh, no, that's not a good move, apparently, because queen h3. Oh, this is going to be a problem here. You know, let's say you block, then you lose. There are two moves to save you. The worst one is e5 check. It's one of the only two moves to save you. And then knight h5. Hanging your knight. And then what do you have? You just move your rook out of the way. And you get mated. So what do you have to save yourself? I'll tell you. f6 or f5. f6 is obviously for some reason better. I don't know why. Just is. That's not the right move. Wait. Okay. So anyway. No, so if you get to this position, which is not recommended by me at all, h5 is the best move. Anyway, so obviously that's not how you want to play, and in general, if they just develop the other knight, then you're going to push this pawn. And then knight e4 is the way to go. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Knight e4. Oh, my bad. You know, but then you're just kicked out of the position, and queen xg5 is brutal, honestly. But then just trade this and kick you out. Worst position, obviously. Anyway, so let's put this to theory by playing them in a couple of games. Okay, so if you guys want, in the comments, you can recommend different time formats. I have no idea what that was. There we go, delete it. But I'm going to be playing Blitz for the sake of my rating. By the way, if you guys like the headphones that are there for absolutely no reason, tell me in the future. Oh wait, I should probably get the Control H out just in case. And we are getting prepared to play. And when I get a job, I can go into lessons and teach you guys a bit more stuff, but I don't have a job. I'm 14. Talk to the hands. This is literally one of the most common time formats. I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you. It's probably a horrible idea. I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like... Oh, by the way, I had a really recent game where I was doing so well, but the reason I haven't been posting any videos is because I was grounded. I was playing the best game of my life against a 1,000 rated player, and my rating went down 4 whole points because I got grounded. Oh, I like facing Ray Enigma, the bot. Wait. Where's the 1,000 rated player? This guy. It says I abandoned the game because technically I abandoned it, but I had to leave, so I need a new computer. You know, if you guys could subscribe, that'd be... I'm kidding, don't subscribe. I mean, you could if you want, but I need money. I lost... No, look at this. This is such a good position, and it's my move. It's my move, and I'm destroying this guy. No, just look at this position, though. No. The final position. From here, you can play this. And then I play this. So obviously this didn't have time to happen in the game. I wish it did, though. And then I win this. And I'm just winning now. By the way, from here they can play this, which is even worse because it's another check. And then if they go here, I just have this check, which forces you to lose the queen for the bishop, so... yeah, I really don't recommend doing that. Oh, by the way, if you play this, you also have the option of going here, which is better. It's still not great because I have this, but it's definitely a doable game. But then if you blunder, this will lead to checkmate in a couple of moves. If I can find the checkmate, hold up. Push the pawn. I can't push the pawn because it's pinned. Yeah, no, and then you just play random. Let's say you push this pawn. That's a blunder. Because check. And that's mate, by the way. But if you don't see that, then that's just free queen. Here's a way to stop checkmate. It's not a good way, it's a way though. Anyway, so from here, I'm just in a completely winning position. As the analysis will say, that's probably like +7. For me. I was so close. No, so the line that I took obviously is the right line. Best move. I don't know if this is a good move though. No, it's not. Because this... yeah, no, it's not the best move. Yeah, I know. Actually, no, maybe. And then trying to save the knight, you go here, here. And in general, you will save the knight, yeah. So taking the knight now is the best move. And then you just have a solid advantage. If they can target this square, that'd be beneficial to them. But yeah, I almost won against that guy. I didn't even know what opening I used. Anyways, start game. Let's find a game. And we are facing 843. Let's try the England gambit that I showed you guys earlier. You can attack this, and then I have this check. And this is actually a threat to a lot of beginners, like myself, unless you know what you're doing. Because I threaten this, and in the future I will absolutely demolish you. And you play that right into our trap. Here. And a common move here is this, which is weird. Because it should be this. This is the move. That's the move you want to see. But from there, I could just develop my bishop, take, and if you take with that, that's hilarious, because that's probably the best move, because otherwise you just blunder a rook for nothing. And now they're thinking. They're thinking. The funny thing is, this is, again, an 843 from Poland. Surprise, surprise. I'm in 917 from the United States. I don't know why I included the countries, but okay, so you played that. Probably the best move here. I can go here. If I go here, I could threaten practically checkmate already. It's not checkmate, but they lose their queen for a... They lose their queen and a pawn for a knight. Although this does eliminate all future threats for this rook. Personally, I don't normally play like this. I recommend developing the bishop here, but this is a much bigger threat because you are forced to take. If you defend with this, I can just put my bishop here. I was scared for a second I got kicked out. Uh-oh. Oh no. No. This is not good. It's gonna kick me out. I can't even load the... There it is. Come on. Okay. So they put that there. Let's go for this. If they play that, then I just play that. It took them a minute to find that, though. That is crazy. A minute. I was almost cooked. So, overall, this is not a good opening, and this is not one that you guys should play. But it's just an example of what you could do. Okay, that's actually a decent choice. I personally do not recommend playing like this either. But hey, you do you. You're terrible at chess. Then that sucks. Because you chose to play like this. I could actually... No. If you do that, then I'm just going to block with this. And I'm actually in a much better position now. You guys can't see in my brain, but I'm thinking lines like this. No, wait, no. I'm thinking lines like this. No, it's their turn, so I gotta start on that turn. And if you take, I see bishop here. Oh, because I would have blocked with that. And then you have to block with this. You just sacked a knight. For no reason, either. Because, well, what are you gonna do? Oh, check. What's that gonna do? I can check you right now. No, but I'm gonna play this. Take. Check. This is a dangerous check. This is a very dangerous check. I just want to point that out. Well, because take. Sure, you're gonna block. But now I'm in a much better position, and what are you going to do about it? You're losing a rook for a knight on the next move anyway. Oh, no, you might be able to play that. Oh, that's an issue. You're going to have to find that this move, though. That's it. Your only chance is right now. And you're down so much time that it doesn't even matter. Probably getting nervous that I said I'm making a YouTube video right now. I should not have said that. Okay, so you did find the move. But I play this, and now this is going to hang. And you're just losing it. And you take. Bold move. Very bold move. And actually, it's a good bold move. Because here you... Look. This check forces you to do a queen trade. And honestly, I want to do that. It's honestly just... Okay, so now it's forced queen trade. Here. And I can take for free. Is it a good idea to? Probably, actually. Yeah, let's do it. And if you go forward, okay, so you went there. And honestly, I take. And now you're just going to get demolished in the center of the board. If you go there, you lose your rook. If you go there, wow, decent move. But I play this. Honestly, that pawn is an issue. This is an issue pawn. That pawn was so much of an issue. Oh, now you're just trying to spam moves real fast. Nice. You're still not going fast enough. Are you targeting our pawns for no reason, bro? By the way, neither of these rooks can check me because of the knight. And now they just resign. And you've won a chess game using the England Gambit. Now, obviously, as I've said multiple times throughout this video, I do not recommend playing this. If you lose games due to any of these openings, that's not my fault. I've explained how I play them, and I lose a lot of games while playing them as well. So here's a variation of how it could have gone. They should have taken here, but then they were just stuck and they got nothing. And they're down the equivalent of a queen's worth of material because they hung their rook, they hung a knight, they had to use a bishop for a pawn. I've just forced them to play so many different moves that they might not have wanted to play. Okay, so now I'm going to use these headphones because now I'm actually using sound. And it's probably a good idea to use headphones if I'm doing sound. Anyways, so I gotta unscramble them. I hate this part of using headphones, trying to unscramble them. Okay, so let's continue on our journey. So if we come across another person who plays the d-pawn, we're not gonna play anymore. So I like principled chess. Okay, so now we're facing someone on our level, and we get to play the Scandinavian. Nice. And this is the exact variation I prepared you guys for. Oh, they're using the Leonhard. I don't like this gambit. This is a gambit I do not like. I'm gonna have to, yep. See, in general, I just don't like this gambit. Stopped you from taking that. This is a variation that I forgot to go through. This is such a difficult gambit. And you have to be careful. I personally forget what to do in this scenario when they present you with the Leonhard. Crap. Stand strong. Don't blunder your rook. Okay, Xavier. I don't know what to do here. I can go here. They don't have any discovered checks that I can't take them with. And then I can just kick you out the next move. That was a bit dangerous, though. Yeah, I don't recommend accepting the Leonhard because it is such a difficult opening. Unless you're rated a lot higher than me, then you can do whatever you want because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I mean, if you're rated lower than me, you should probably listen to me, but that's the only canary. I just said canario. Oh, that's an issue. That is an issue. I'm going to play this, attacking this, still defending this, and you don't have any ideas of that because everything that you have is covered. But I need to make sure that I can kick out your... So, by the way, the reason I moved... Bro. That just put me in such a predicament. own rook. That's the only move I had. And now you can play that, but then I get that. Yeah, in general, I'm just in a lost position. This is why I do not recommend playing the Leonhard. Accepting the Leonhard is not a good idea, and I do not condone playing it. This check might be an issue in the future. I said in the future, I did not say to play that check right now. By the way, you don't have any checks that really threaten me right now. That's not an issue because I just take, and now I'm in a better position. I don't know why I took that out of my ear. I'm in a worse position, obviously, but both of our rooks are hanging, so that's an issue we both have to address right now. But if you address it, I address it. Either way, I have the tempo to now save my rook. So you screwed up. Now either both of us are losing the rook, you with check, and possibly your bishop right afterward. So you decided to save it like that, which is actually the main line I was looking at. But now I have this. I now win your pawn. I win your knight. Pawn. No, so now I win your knight. The best move there. Okay, so now it's queen trade, okay. But I'm in a better position now through the Leonhard, which I don't recommend doing. Do not play the Leonhard gambit. I have said that about 12 times this video. That is how much I stress this. Do not play it. I hit this, and now, in general, I have this move. And if you go to a light square, I check. Oh wait, no, if you go there, I can't check. But if you go to, and you resign, boom. That's how to win against the Leonhard, except I don't recommend doing that, because throughout this line, I was in so many issues. The only reason that I was able to hold on was because, okay, let's turn on the analysis bar. So 10 moves in. Oh. This is apparently a lot better for me. So obviously they played Leonhard wrong, because this opening is equal. But taking Leonhard is the best move, obviously, but it's at least a complicated positions. This was a problem for me throughout the game. And actually right here, I don't know what the move is, but you're in a better position now. That's where you screwed up. Because now I can take a2. And then that was the ringer. Obviously, I played the best move because I'm better. Anyway, that is a critical mistake. Because now, like I said, you can either take my rook and have this horrible line happen to you, or you can save your own rook and I win your knight. And obviously they just hung too much. Right here, I don't know why they resigned, but I have a feeling I know. So let's say they develop the knight. Random move. I have check. If you take, I won a pawn. If you don't take and run away to here, per se, check. And boom. And I'm winning. Well, by the way, if they played that, I could just play this next move. And then we have this. Oh, nope. And then we have this. And yeah, no, this is how you win with the Scandinavian, except no, don't play this variation, because this variation is a very difficult variation. And I do not recommend playing this variation. And yeah, this is just a much better position throughout the game. Alright, so we might be able to hit 950 this video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to play the Accelerated London. So if they play a certain way, it's called the Indian game for some reason. Yeah, no, look, it changes variation. Chigorian, which Chigorin is a very, I think, good player. I don't know how good, but... Okay, so let's play this. If you play that's called a luft, by the way. Right now his luft is covered. And obviously this is like I showed you. If they take, okay, so honestly I don't find that a good move in general. Okay, so I can't castle yet because if they take, then it'd be opening a line to my king instead of a line for my rook. Obviously I'm going to take, if you take with, okay, so take with that, go here, and then I'm just going to castle. I don't feel like taking that because, like I said, open the line for the rook, and in the future, so obviously kick the bishop out here. Unfortunately for me, I forgot about the knight. No, I forgot. Okay, so now I just want a pawn. No, but you win the pawn right back. You didn't take for some reason, which I find weird. I'm gonna play this, taking for free, because that's free because of reasons that I don't feel like explaining. Anyway, well, fine, I'll explain. Pin. It's just called a pin. It's called an absolute pin. So a normal pin is like, let's say their queen was right here. They can't move the knight or else they lose the queen. Technically, in this case, it's a rook, but same. Anyways. Pushing the pawn, unfortunate. Very unfortunate for me. They take here. I offer a rook trade. Obviously this will get accepted. And I'm just up 2 pawns and I'm happy. And they can never move this knight or else I have this check. And in general, I am going to be very happy with my position. You cannot check me here. You have absolutely no checks in this position. Thankfully for me. So now you're threatening check on the next move. Playing that's not a good idea right now. Playing that's also not a good idea right now. I can't find any good ideas. Playing that just hangs knight. So now I'm gonna have to think a bit. I'm gonna back my rook up. That way I can back my queen up. Honestly, I'll go with the queen trade right now. I hit the rook and the pawn and I'm winning one of them. If you're stupid, you'll play this move, which I just win the game on the spot if you play that. So now I'm about to beat a German 941 in that. Oh, I actually just trapped myself. No, I didn't. No, if you play that, I have this. I should have played that one. And now if you play that, honestly, no, that's not an issue. Oh, no, you take it now, but then I just run away. So right now, I am safe. And now I'm just up 3 pawns for nothing. And I offer a knight trade. Will it be accepted? I have no idea. Probably that. I'm up 3 pawns though, so they might not want to trade. Yeah, no, that's just like I said. Oh, I almost just hung my rook by them going there. If they went there, it would have been a check. And okay, so now I'll kick you out here. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And I just hung another pawn. My 3-pawn advantage, now a 1-pawn advantage. That's a problem, in case you don't know. By the way, I have this move now. I can escape. I can escape the horrors. Okay. Crap, I just hung this pawn. Yeah, but in the future, I will escape him. Are you kidding me right now? By the way, I am baiting you to play this. Yes! Yes! I just hung my rook and they didn't notice. I'm just up a rook now, and I'm gonna win the game. GG's. I can literally just hang my rook for the pawn. I'm not going to yet, but now I am. And they resign. And that is the London system, the England Gambit, and the Scandinavian defense, all used in a game. Oh geez, 4:15 already. All used in a game, which I'm surprised I won any of those games. No, so this person, so, by the way, what I was talking about, I just hung a rook. This move. So what I should have played here is something like this. Saving the knight. If you had played this, I have this. And what I did allows this. And now, instead of being up a rook, I am only up a knight. And this is a possibly drawable position. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Hold up. What? This is a completely drawn position right here. A knight. Okay, so I feel like the move here would be this. This. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a draw. Given the exact position of where everyone is. And all I have to do is, what, hit the pawn? Should be easy with something like, yeah, now that's completely drawn position. Look, 2 kings. I'm gonna win the game. Yay. Yeah, no, this is drawn position. So actually, I blundered a drawn position rather than a win. So we're going to try one more game and see if we can get a different opening. So I actually don't know. So I want to see if we can play the England. Dang it. I've never played I've played the Horowitz defense, but not normally. Oh, I think that... What is... I think we already left normal territory. What? Okay, so I have actually played this, I think, once or twice. Oh, no. Have you guys ever watched Gotham Chess? So here's a video where there's this cheater who used to like playing a trident opening that looked exactly like this. Oh, that's kind of sad. Playing that is not good. In general, this is now just a better position for me, and I'm going to try to convert it into a win. Instead of just a generally better position. Oh, that actually... Oh, no, I just messed up. Oh, Yo, I just hung a pawn. No, I just hung a bishop for 2 pawns. No, wait, no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Whew, that was scary, though. Stop. Get some help. So that's actually exactly what I was looking at. That's weird. So currently I think my position is slightly better. But this is such an obscure position that I don't even know what's better and what's worse at this point. So let's go check on the queen. Yeah, guys, that's the check. Come on. So that actually kicks the queen all the way back to her castle in one of these two squares. Well, because if she goes anywhere else... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I messed up. So now that blend... So, did you just hang your queen? No. After there, you could just take it away. But still, you just wasted so many minutes. I can go here. I can go back here and then hit the rook here. That's pretty upsetting. Actually, no, if you don't protect it right now, you hung your rook. But I'm terrified, so I'm going to play this. If you play that, that's a bit upsetting to me. Yes, thank you. Thank you for hanging a rook. Obviously, no, it's just... You didn't even hang a rook. Anyway, I'm going to go here. That's so upsetting, though. Expectation versus reality type moment. I play this, attacking rook, and if you move it out of the way to the wrong spot, you would have hung it. But you didn't, because you're not dumb, unfortunately. Anyways. So... Castling is the move right now. Well, so that I can move my bishop out of the way so I don't hang that. Okay, so you almost just hung material. That was close. And if you take, you actually hang your rook. Tactics, people. You know, I just have a lot of pawns for a bishop. And then in the future, you hang your queen. Oh my god. Okay, you're lucky you noticed, but that was close. They almost hung the queen. Defend here. Oh man. Dang it, I messed that up. This is a bad game of chess. Oh wait, no, they can't take, or else they lose their queen. And then I'm up, I think, and they resign. High fives. That was an absurdly obscure position, and I have no idea what the heck was going on after that game. But I was smart enough to realize that right here, so I'm in a lost position, I know that, but I'm smart enough to realize that you can't take. Let's say you just play, you're gonna have to move, oh wait, that was hanging, that's why. I didn't even realize that was hanging. So here, all is well, it's only a 3.2 disadvantage. I'm kidding, it's actually that's a pretty drawn game. Depth equals 14, why is the depth only 14? Oh, my nose. I'm gonna go to settings. Maximum time unlimited. Number of lines, 5. Oh, and I'm going to game review this one. This is going to be my game review for today. You're welcome, everybody. So this is going to be a 2-in-1 video. This is going to be learn how to play the openings and watch my execution and then the game review. Obviously, there are going to be very few people. Why am I seeing the Polish guy? Oh. Oh! This is not the Polish guy from earlier. I was scared for a second. This guy was rated so low, though. I wonder how he played like in that game. I wonder what our perceived ratings were, because mine is probably a lot. Chess.com. Now let's play this. Delicious. So as soon as this is over, the video will be over, unfortunately. But that was fun. And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. Moving the same piece twice in opening is generally a waste of tempo. Oh, I played so bad. Oh, and I played so much better than my opponent too. Oh, I played so bad. So, obviously, this is not a good move. And the opening was not terrible, except for a couple of inaccuracies. And this mistake. This is a mistake. No. This is a mistake because of what? The knight there. I don't get the line from there, though, so we did this. And this is a blunder because of my knight. So this is a mistake. Oh, okay, so that's an equal position somehow. Anyways, best move. In taking was the best move. And the best move is how is that not the best move? Okay, so here's a move that I saw as well. Here's a move I was looking at. This. The reason is you're going to have to move to defend, and then I can play this. And you can't take. And you're going to have to, no, not that. No. And you're going to have to block, and I take, and you take, and then I go there. Hanging my knight. No, I don't go there. That's what happened in the game. The hanging the knight thing. Anyway, so yeah, no, in the future, yeah, no, so continuing with the game, inaccuracy, take, good move, blundering the knight, and that was a miss. Great move, the only good move of that game. So I'm going to title this, please don't let Gotham see the end. Okay. And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. Good night.